The Lakers had been on a hot streak, winning 8 straight games and looking like the team to beat in the Western Conference. However, their momentum came to a sudden halt on March 8th against the Boston Celtics when LeBron James sustained a strained groin. Initially, LeBron downplayed the injury, stating there was minimal concern and that he would be evaluated day to day, but soon after, it became clear that LeBron could miss significant time. During this stretch, the Lakers had a chance to preview their future, one without LeBron, who has been vocal about nearing the end of his career. Including their loss to the Celtics on March 8th, the Lakers would go on to lose 4 consecutive games. However, they managed to bounce back with a win against Phoenix. This victory showed that the Lakers were starting to weather the storm, but it was evident that the magic that had fueled their previous success was gone. On March 20th, this depleted team would face a humiliating defeat to the Milwaukee Bucks, with Bronny James and Dalton Knecht leading the scoring. The final score was a crushing 118-89. With no LeBron, no Reeves, and no Luka, the loss was expected, but it still highlighted the team's struggles. In their next game against the Chicago Bulls, they had no excuses left. Before diving into that matchup, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. If you're looking to spice up your game nights, check out Underdog's Pick'em game. Just pick 2 8 players and decide if their stats will go higher or lower. You could win up to 1,000 times your cash, faster than a LeBron breakaway dunk. As the NBA regular season enters its final stretch, it's a lot like the last few miles of a marathon. You've overcome so many obstacles to get to this point, but if you don't execute in the final stretch, everything could come crashing down. A strong regular season record doesn't just help a team avoid the play-in tournament, it can also secure home court advantage for the playoffs. For the Lakers, that's crucial. They have a 30-10 home record, which is dominant compared to their 17-20 record on the road. That extra game at home could make a huge difference for a team that thrives on its home crowd. The Lakers roster is filled with veterans, making it even more important for them to avoid extra games that could wear them down. The focus is on keeping stars like Luka Doncic and LeBron James fresh for the postseason, plus head coach J.J. Redick can make the most of that extra time to prepare for the first-round matchup. No play-in means more time to strategize, analyze opponents, refine defensive schemes, and perfect the rotation. For a team chasing a championship, every edge matters. For Coach J.J. Redick, who is known for his tactical brilliance, having a full week to break down an opponent is invaluable. After the Lakers' victory over the Blazers on February 20th, Redick emphasized how important it was to prepare for the matchup against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. I thought our guys' conviction to execute and stay committed to the game plan was outstanding, Redick said. I told the team that there are certain moments during the season that you circle on a calendar. Honestly, I haven't slept much since we left the court in Portland. Our coaching staff invested countless hours preparing for tonight. I pictured our guys playing with intensity, but they exceeded even my highest expectations. Their effort and resilience truly stood out. Reich's dedication to preparation played a key role in the Lakers' victory and helped limit Jokic to one of his worst performances of the year. It's often said that the NBA is a players' league, but coaching still plays a significant role. A skilled coach can turn a seemingly impossible matchup against a team like the Nuggets into a genuine belief that they can win on any given night. This was evident last year when Darvin Ham, after a 4-1 loss to the Nuggets in the playoffs, discussed Jokic's dominance.
Taller than everybody, wingspan, skill set. It's like, shit, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
After admitting he had no idea how to counter the Denver Nuggets in their previous matchup, Coach Mike Malone acknowledged that his team was both outplayed and outcoached when the Lakers defeated them in February. Fast forward to March 22nd. With the Lakers needing a strong bounce-back performance, LeBron James returned from his groin injury for their game against the Chicago Bulls. However, instead of sparking a Lakers resurgence, LeBron's return turned into a nightmare. Heading into this matchup, the Chicago Bulls were riding a hot streak, having won 6 of their previous 8 games. During that stretch, the Bulls had the 6th best net rating in the league, outperforming teams like the New York Knicks, Memphis Grizzlies, Milwaukee Bucks, and even the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Lakers were about to see firsthand just how well the Bulls had been playing. In a stunning display, the Bulls handed the Lakers their worst loss in franchise history in this matchup, dominating from start to finish with a commanding 146-115 victory. Chicago was on fire offensively, shooting an incredible 56 of 96 from the field and a scorching 19 of 41 from beyond the arc. Coby White was unstoppable, finishing with 36 points while missing just 5 shots. Meanwhile, Buzelis added 31 points, also with remarkable efficiency, missing only 6 attempts. But the most shocking performance of the night came from Josh Giddey, who put on an all-around display. Giddey posted a monster triple-double, nearly achieving a rare quadruple-double, finishing with 15 points, 10 rebounds, 17 assists, and a staggering 8 steals. Although Giddey isn't typically known for his defense, he completely disrupted the Lakers' offense, wreaking havoc all night and proving to be a menace on that side of the ball.
8 rebounds, 6 assists.
With 3, with 2, with 1. That's good defense, knocking it away from Doncic, as he and Giddey have some words.
When LeBron James returned to action, he managed a modest 17 points, clearly still shaking off the rust from his recent absence. Luka Doncic came out aggressively in the game, finishing with 34 points, while Austin Reeves contributed a solid 25. On paper, these individual performances seemed decent, but they quickly became insignificant when the Lakers surrendered 146 points to a team still fighting for play-in tournament positioning. The Lakers should have expected Chicago's best performance, but it felt like the players on the court didn't. It was as if they assumed the rest of the league would be intimidated by the return of their healthy stars. Despite coach J.J. Redick's preparations, the Lakers showed a lack of urgency. They allowed 74 points in the paint, something unacceptable against a team like the Bulls, who don't feature dominant forces like Zion Williamson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or Shaquille O'Neal. J.J. Redick called it the Lakers' worst defensive performance of the season, and it's hard to argue with that assessment. This was precisely the kind of game where a healthy Anthony Davis could have made a huge impact. Even though Davis, an elite defender, can't single-handedly stop every perimeter breakdown, his mere presence alters the decisions of opposing players. His rim protection provides a critical layer of defense, preventing teams from attacking the basket with such ease. After their humiliating loss to the Bulls, the Lakers were up against another sub-500 team, the Orlando Magic, but once again, they looked bad. Their offense was stagnant, but the real issue was their non-existent defense. They appeared slow, disconnected, and nowhere near the smothering defensive unit that had established them as one of the NBA's most intimidating teams. Giving up 118 points to the Magic was an improvement over their performance against the Bulls, but it still wasn't close to the 103. 9 points per game they were giving up during their 8-game winning streak. Considering the Lakers' grueling schedule, 6 games in 8 nights, and several key players still working their way back to full health, some defensive regression was to be expected. Fatigue impacts communication, rotations, and overall defensive intensity. However, just because it's understandable doesn't make it acceptable. During their winning streak, LeBron James had arguably been the Lakers' most impressive defender, and it's clear they were missing that edge without him at full strength.
He's one-on-one and stolen! It's a 2-on-1. Here comes LeBron. Hoping to block it! LeBron James blocked it!
LeBron James not only anchored the Lakers' defense, but was also a dominant force on offense, posting an impressive 30, 6 points, 10, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game, and don't attribute all of this success to the arrival of Luka Doncic. Either, LeBron was already playing with this level of intensity before Luka even joined the team. It was astonishing to watch LeBron consistently bring that kind of energy, especially at his age, during the regular season. Maintaining such intensity night after night is no small feat, and it carries significant risk. Before his injury, LeBron was one of the Lakers' top defenders, but after his return, just like the rest of the team, his energy levels seemed to dip. The lack of intensity was noticeable on both ends of the floor, even though he had been playing at an elite level before. The injury, his performance after coming back, was clearly affected by the team-wide slump.
Giddey controlling the basketball. He's going to say, get over to the other side where Williams is, and has a wide-open 3. And it rolls around and settles in. And it's a 20-point lead, and they turn it over again. White, make it 23.
LeBron's return has been quite a roller coaster. After the earlier struggles the team faced against the Bulls and the Magic, his performance against the Pacers was another unpredictable twist. In the first half, LeBron practically disappeared, scoring only 2 points. But just when it mattered most, he resurfaced in the final moments, tipping in the game-winning basket. An iconic moment that probably even left Stephen A. Smith in shock.
Luka with 2 for the win. Tipped up and in. Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer.
Then came the collapse against the Bulls, where it seemed like LeBron James single-handedly mishandled the final moments. Yes, Josh Giddey's miracle shot sealed the deal, but if LeBron hadn't lost focus during those crucial possessions, Giddey's heroics may have never come to fruition.
Get it into Vucevic, quick pass to Williams, big shot for 3, good. 2-point game, 9.8 left. Oh, loose ball, Giddey, the steal, right for the lead! Yeah!
Big-time plays! Make big-time plays!
It seemed like LeBron was already mentally checked out, thinking about which team he was going to pick on Madden for the night. Apparently, he's a top-ranked Madden player, but no matter how good he is, there's no way he's beating me at it. Austin Reaves tried to rally and get the Lakers their revenge, but Josh Giddey wasn't having it. He made sure everyone knew what time it was with his clutch performance.
Bulls are out of timeouts, 2 seconds left, Giddey for the win!
Oh my God! I cannot believe this! Elizabeth, I'm coming, baby!
Want to know how LeBron responded just a few games after that tough performance against the Bulls, where he seemed checked out and was struggling on both ends? Well, against the Rockets, he came through with a vintage block on Alperen Şengün, capping off an incredible defensive display he'd been putting together all night. It was a reminder of the level of intensity he can bring when fully engaged, but then came the game against the Warriors, and honestly, it felt like an all-star game with how back and forth it was. Austin Reaves started hot, and late in the game, he caught fire again, matching LeBron's energy. I fully expected the Lakers to give Reaves another chance to chip away at the deficit, but instead, a struggling Luka Doncic decided to force the issue. He got stripped by Draymond Green, who showcased his defensive prowess, and just like that, the Warriors pulled away and sealed the game. This moment really highlighted the blessing and the curse of the Lakers' loaded roster. With so much talent, any of their big 3 could be the one to close out a game. But sometimes the hot hand gets overlooked, as we saw with Reaves against Golden State. LeBron was just getting his legs back after injury, so this roller coaster ride of a return isn't a huge concern, but it's something to keep an eye on. For the Lakers to have a chance to win it all this season, especially with their hole at center, they need to be firing on all cylinders. On another note, I'm starting to see more people criticizing Luka for his poor efficiency. As a Laker, Luka has been shooting under 42% from the field, which is less than ideal. But at the end of the day, he's still Luka, and we've seen him start slow against a bad team like the Pelicans and then turn it around with big numbers. If you want me to dive deeper into Luka's struggles as a Laker, just let me know in the comments. Also, how do you guys feel about LeBron's return and the Lakers as a whole? Let me know your thoughts, and while you're at it, click the video on the screen right now for more coverage. Don't forget to use code COOP for Underdog. Both are great ways to support the channel. I'm GetLikeCoop, bringing you the latest scoop until our next upload.